Welcome to Imarol Tutorial. I hak isamak Merina Kuman Themna Taram Nokcheri. Ngasi nainagadoriba chapter asi class 8 NCERT English textbook HoneyDew gi ani suba chapter the Tsunami hariba chapter asini. Tsunami haibasi tamthina chawraba safu kallaba idai makhal amani. Samudra makhada yuhar haba natraga maigi chingpokhaiba na thokhanba adugumba idai amani. Hairiba idai asina amu khumdokhiduna masing yamlaba miyoi kaya thawai mangi pochai amang ata kaya ama thoi. Chapter asida tsunami gi victim oikraba miyoi kharagi pukning nungsiningai oiraba thodok sing khara nainari adudi kupna mu yengminarasi. The tsunami. Before you read, padringai gi mamangda. Look at the map of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands given here. Piramliba Andaman and Nicobar Island gi map asi yengsi. Now, read the sentences below. Rewrite the correct ones after correcting the mistakes. Hauzik makhada piriba sentence sing asi yengsi. Aranba sentence yauba singdu chumthoklaga ithoksi. Number 1 the Kachal is an island. Kachal haibasi island amani. Masigi sentence asidi chumi. Sida uriba island asini Kachal haribasi. Number 2 the It is part of the Andaman group of islands. Kachal Island asi Andaman group ki saruk amani. Masigi sentence asi aranbani. Map te yengsi. Andaman group of islands haribasina swaidagi island singsini. Kachal di sida Nicobar group of islands hariba island group asida marakta yaure. Kachal di sida leire. Aduna sentence asi aranbani. Number 3 da mu yengsi. Nankauri is an island in the Nicobar group. Nankauri hariba asi Nicobar group ta yauba island ni. Masisu achumbani. Nankauri hariba asina sida leire. Number 4. Kachal and Nankauri are more than 100 miles apart. Kachal ga Nankauri ga mile chama hena lapnai. Masi aranbani. Map asida scale piriba asi sizinaduna munna yengsi. Kachal ga Nankauri ga mile mari muktalapi. Aduna sentence asi yamna lali. Number 5. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. Andaman and Nicobar Islands hariba island group asi India gi maning maikai haibadi west dalai. Masi lali. Andaman and Nicobar Islands India gi mamang maikai haibadi east rom dalai. Adudi mathang sentence amu yengsi. Number 6. The Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Islands. Nicobar Islands si Andaman Islands ki awang maikai haibadi north rom. Masisulali sida uriba asini. Nicobar Islands si Andaman Islands ki makha maikai haibadi south rom dalai. Adudi paba horasi. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. Tsunami haibasi samudra makhada yuhar habana thokhanba tamthina chawraba safu kallaba irayamani. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. December 26, 2004 numitta tsunami amana Thailand amadi Andaman and Nicobar Islands amadi Tamil Nadu gi samudra mapan chingba India gi saruk khara da yaiki. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Masida chapter asida thaunaling jail phudoktuna tsunami mayokna duna hinghobagi adugumlaba wari khara yauri. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Sanga singsi tsunami amalakani haibadu faukibara. Some stories suggest that they did. Wari khara da asumna faukibagi mawung utli. Chapter asigi part 1 parasi. These stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Wari sing asi loina Andaman and Nicobar archipelago dagini. Archipelago hariba asi masing yamlaba island group adubuni. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. Ignatius hariba nupa asi Kachal gi cooperative society amagi manager oirami. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Magi loinabina mabu yuhar haba ama fauki haiduna pung 6 tarakpada haudorakhi. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Ignatiusna magi TV adu tabledagi cheksinna lauthoktuna taraga kaidanaba laimaida thamlami. Then the family rushed out of the house. Adudagi imung adu yumdagi chenthoraki. When the tremor stopped, they saw the sea rising. Yuhar habaduna lepkhrakanda samudrana wankhalakpadu uki. In the chaos and confusion, 2 of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. Kangaunaba chamamnaba marak aduda macha ani adu amana mama pokpa madauga amana mamagi mabungi makhut paiduna tungtung onthoknaraga opposite direction da chenaki. He never saw them again. Mana makhoi amuk hana ukidre. His wife was also swept away. Magi loinabi adusu iraiduna humdokre. Only the 3 other children who came with him were saved. Maga lakminakhiba angang ahumdu khakta kanbangam hore. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Kachal Island of the Nicobar group of islands. Sanjeev hariba nupa asigi wari amuk yengsi. Sanjeev hariba nupa asi Nicobar group of islands ki Kachal hariba island aduda police oiduna laiba nupa amani. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. Mahak upai ama natraga ama tauduna masasu magi loinabisu amadi pikliba machabu iraisingdudagi kanba ngamhokhi. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. Adubu guest house ki pujari adugi loinabina kanbinaba laurakpa adu taki. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. Sanjeev na nupi adu kananaba isingda chongthaki adubu iraina mabanimak humdokhi. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. Meghna hariba nupi asigi wari amuk yengsi. Chahi 13 da ngairibi Meghna mahaki mama mapaga loinana atopa miyoi 77 ga iraina humdokhi. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door. Ugi thong amada paiduna mahak numinini samudrada tauduna lenki. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. Mathakta relief helicopters sing taramathoirak uki, adubu makhoina mabu ukide. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Irai amana mahak samudra mapan tamna purakhi aduga samudra mapan aduda ithak thakatlaga tarang amada chattuna lairamba thengnaki. Almas Javed hariba sigi wari amu yengsi. Almas Javed was 10 years old. Almas Javed hariba si matam aduda chahi tara suda ngairami. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Mahak Port Blair gi Carmel Convent ki satra oirami, mafam aduda mapabungi petrol pump lairami. Her mother Rahila's home was in Nankauri Island. Mahaki mama Rahilagi mapam lamdam adu Nankauri Island da oirami. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. Makhoigi imung adu Nankauri da Christmas celebrate tauba chalami. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Ayuk angan bada yuhar harakpa matamda imung adu tumduna lairami. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. Almagi mapabungna samudragi ising maning hankibadu urami. He understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. Safukanna ising adu chenkhalakani haibadu mapabungna gyan tarami. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. Mapabungna mayam pulap haudoktuna safagadaba mafam tamna chenhalamki. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head something and he fell down. Makhoina chelingaida madau adu karigumba potsak amana makokta yaiduna tuki. Her father rushed to help him. Mapabungna mating pangnaba chensinki. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. Adudagi tamthina chauraba safu adu laktuna makhoi anidu humdoki. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out to her. Almagi mamaga madom chaga yubi pambi amagi manada yanduna almabu kauraki. Almagi mamaga madom chagana yubi pambi amagi manada yanduna almabu kauraki. A wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. Irai amana pambi adu maru fuktuna makhoi adusu humdoki. Almas saw a log of wood floating. Almasna utup ama tauduna lakpa uki. She climbed onto it, then she fainted. Maduda mahak kakhatki, aduda mahak wanthaki. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamorta. Mahakna haugalakpada Kamorta hariba lam adugi hospital da mahak lairami. From there she was brought to Port Blair. Madudagi mahak to Port Blair da puraki. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. Thodok adugi matangda nupi macha adu kanamataga wari sananingde. She is still traumatized. Mahak hojik fauba shock chatuna leiri. Adudi chapter asigi anisuba saruk part 2 amuk pasi. Padringai mamangda aikoina note ama tauba yai. Madudi hojik pakriba adu India gi wari ni. Maduda misibina mayam ama thoki. Hojik aikoi part 2 asi parakanda khangakani. Madudi education habadi larik lasu haibasina aikoi gi thawai kamaina kanba ngambage aikoi gi punsida karamna kayamuk effect tauba ngambage habadu masigi wari asina example oigani. Part 2 asi yamna phajaba wari ni. Masida pikleba chahi tarada ngairiba school girl amana mahaki lesson adu ningjangdana mi mayam amagi punsi kankhibaduni utkidawrebasi. Aduna larik haiba watpa mafam haibadi India ga Thailand gi marakta laiba khenaba adu hojik yengsi. Adaba horasi. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket Beach in Thailand. Tilly Smith hariba British ki larik tamlibi nupi macha asi mahagna tsunami na Phuket Beach pool yaiba matamda Thailand da mi mayam amagi punsi ama kanba ngamki. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed her daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Mahak award mayam amadi fangkhre adubu mahagi mama mapana macha sibu TV da interview tawbada aduga heroine on khrani haibadu mukhoina interview tawbadu allow tawkhide. Why do you think they took that decision? Madugi warib adu makhoina karigi lauribanu haibadu karigini haina khanbagi. Now here is the story from Thailand. Hojik sida lairiba asi Thailand dagi wari ni. The Smith family from Southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in Thailand. Southeast England dagi Smith ki imung adu Southern Thailand gi beach resort amada Christmas celebrate tawduna lairami. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Tilly Smith hariba nupi asi matam aduda chahi tarada ngairibi school satri amani magi manau nupi aduna chahi taret surami. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. Makoigi parents na Penny amadi Colin Smith oirami. It was 26 December 2004. Numit adu 26 December 2004 oirami. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. Asiana thokhangadoriba tsunami gi iraising lakpa haukrabani. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra early that morning. Ayuk anganba aduda northern Sumatra romda akanba yuhar haba amana thokhankibani. The water was swelling and kept coming in, Penny Smith remembered. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. Ising adu sum changsilaki, Penny Smith na ningsinglaki. Sudramapan adu sum pixelaki karino thogliba adu ay gyan takide. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Adubu Tilly Smith na khangki karino madilale habadu. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Mahaki imunga Thailand tana paidringai gi chayol ani muki mamangda mana yaukhiba geography gi lesson adu Tilly Smith na kanna ningsinglaki. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to bubble and form whirlpools. Tilly na samudra tapna wangkhalakpa uki, kongon yamna tholaki, whirlpool sing tholaki. Whirlpool haribasi isingna circle amada ungduna laiba aduga akoibagi pot sing chingsinba adugumba thawong amani. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. 1946ꯇ Hawaiian Islandsꯇ ꯌꯩꯈꯤꯕ ꯇꯁꯨꯅꯥꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯚꯤꯗꯤꯑꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯇ ꯎꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯊꯧꯑꯣꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯎꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯂꯛꯈꯤ. The teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. Magi geography ozana classta video adu utkibani aduga tsunami haibasi yuhar haba maigi chingpokhaiba amadi landslide na thokanbani haina takibani. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. Tilina magi imungda samudra mapan adudagi chathokinaba lauba horaki. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Mana samudra makhada yuhar habagi maramda kanna haiki. Ma yamna pakhatba sum henjilakhi. Mahaki mama Penny na ningsinglakhi. Ai tsunami se karino khangkhide adubu ichanupigi aduk yamna pakhatpadu ubada yamna luba thawong amadi oiramni khankhi. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. Tillygi mama mapana magi manau nupiga makhoi pulap samudra mapandudagi hotelgi swimming pool tamna puraki. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Atopa tourist mayam amasu moiga loinana samudra mapan adu thadoki. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, "Run!" Madudagidi samudra pulap aikhoibu tanarakpagum tauki aina chelo haina lauki. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. Hotel gi ahum suba floor da imung adu nathaiduna laiki. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. Tsunami gi irai ahum na yaibadu building aduna ngauki. Soksu sokide. Habadi building adu sokide habani. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. Makhoi adu samudra mapanda adum lairamlabadi hingamloi. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Smith ki imung na kona thangda imung pulap mangkraba tourist singa thengnaki. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly ga magi geography lesson ga du thagat ningai ni madudagi makhoi mangjauna na warning phangki. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. Tilly na kona thangda magi England gi school da hankibada classmates sing da magi tamthiraba wari ge du liki. Chapter sigi part 3 amu yengasi. Part 3 asidana sanga singna tsunami lakadore haiba matamduda karamna react tawki haibadu akhoina nagadori bani. Adudi parasi. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Nupa macha amaga magi huiga lairiba picture asi munna yengsi. Aduga uriba potsak sing asi wahaida natraga phrase da describe tawnaba honasi. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. Ozana natraga satra singna words ka phrase kadu blackboard ta ithokpa yai. Picture da uriba asi tsunami na yaikraba matungda samudra mapanda oihoba adugumba scenery amani. Masida angang asiga mahaki hui asiga yamna lonely oina mapuning nungshina laibagi phibamni. Masida akhoina babna sagatpa yai. Nupa macha asigi imung manung mari mata mama mapa tsunami da laikidaba thoamba yai. Angang asigi facial expression asi yengsi thawai yam nungaitana tarang amada laibagi phibamni. Sida lairibasna thong atekpagumbagi mawongni. Uriba asi tsunami na atek akai thokangraba pochai sing aduni background da uriba asi. This is how you can start. Aikhoina ibada asumna hoba yai. Calm blue sea, ruined huts. Ingna tapna lairiba higok machugi samudra, teklaba kairaba khangpok sangsing. Before a giant wave slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. Tamthina chauraba iraising aduna India ga Sri Lanka ga gi samudra mapanda yaidringaida. Lamlaki amadi yumgi sa singdo kari tholakadage haibadu khangbagi mawong tawki. They fled to safety. Makhoi cheksin thorang launaki ꯁꯥꯐꯒꯗꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯆꯦꯟꯅꯈꯤ꯫ According to eyewitness accounts, elephants screamed and ran for higher grounds. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. Miyoi kharana uhobagi matung inna samusingna khongduna awangba mafam tana chenaki, huisingna yumgi mapanda thogla'u haiba yakhide. Flamingosingna nemna leiriba makhoigi chaktafam thadoktuna painaki, aduga zoogi sasingna makon makonda chensinaki amadi thogla'u haiba yakhide. Many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Matang asida sixth sense hariba asi tungda kari thokadage haibadu fauba adugumba sense adubani. Sanga singna sixth sense fawi amadi prithibi karam kanda nikkani haibadi yuhar karam kanda hagani haibadu khangba ngami haina mi mayam amana thajane. Some experts believe that animals' more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. Sa ngasingi thoidok henduna taba ngambagi saktina prithibigi vibration haibadi tapna nikpadu taba natraga fauba ngamhalli haina akhang ahaising haibadi experts singna thajane. They can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what's going on. Miyoibasingna karino thoglibadu haibadu khangnaraktringaigi kuirabagi mamangdagi lakadoriba tamthiraba disaster adu sanga singna fauba ngami. We cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not. Sanga singna sixth sense cheli haibasi tasingna khudang jangdam puthoktuna haibadi ngamde. But the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 150,000 people in a dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. Adubu tsunami gi tamtina chauraba iraising aduna Indian Ocean landuna laktuna miyoi 150,000 hena country dozen dagi hatki. Adubu sa uchekti masing kaya yamna sikhide. Along India's Cuddalore coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. Indiagi Cuddalore haiba samudra mapan adudasu miyoi lising sikhi adubu iroising hameng amadi huisingdi tekta kaidana lairamki. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. Sri Lanka laiba Yala National Park hariba asi samu kabo kaina chingba sa makhal mathel amadi ucheki species chamaga kuntragi mayumni. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patanangala beach inside the park, but no animal carcasses were found except for 2 water buffaloes. Yengba lakpa miyoi humfudi park manungda laiba Patanangala haiba samudra mapandudagi humdoki adubu sa amatagi asiba hakchang phangkide ising iroi ani natana. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patanangala beach. Tsunami na yaigadoba pung amagi mamangdagi Yala National Park lairamba miyoi kharana samu ahum chenthokiba uhauki Patanangala beach dagi. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale said his 2 dogs would not go for their daily run on the beach. Sri Lankagi samudra mapanda laiba nupa amakhakna haiki mahaki hui ani adu numitumadi nungtigi chenba adumaina samudra mapanda chelusi haiba yakhide. They are usually excited to go on this outing, he said, but on that day they refused to go and most probably saved his life. Makhoina hangoidi yam haraubane sige outing sida chatpada nupaduna haiki. Adubu numitumadi makhoina thokse haiba yakhide maduna maram oiraga nupadugi mapunsi dusu kanki. Video si karam tawbibage adomgi comments sing khaurang nangaizari. If you like the video, don't forget to put a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Immoral Tutorial.